Hello everyone, this is the video on reduction formula. The word says reduction formula, to reduce. Reduction comes from reduce. So you want to reduce the angles and make them smaller. So when you get this question in a question paper, you start by drawing the Cartesian plane and then write all students take coffee. It depends what they taught you in your school. And then put the degrees as well. It's 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270, and 360 if you are going anti-clockwise. And if you are going clockwise, it's negative angles. Okay, so we're going to look at 5 examples of reducing, and then we're going to look at another examples where you are reducing numerical values, where the angles is 330 or something like that. Okay, let's start with these ones. Right, the first example says cos 180 plus 30. This is your angle. So they're telling you that your angle is more than 180. That's why it says 180 plus. So you're going to go to your Cartesian plane and find a quadrant where it's 180 plus. 180 is here. 180 plus meaning more than 180. It will be in the third quadrant. That's the first thing that you do. You find where is that angle in the third quadrant. So in the third quadrant, only tan is positive, cos is negative. Then you write negative, then you write cos, then you write the acute angle. In this case is theta. Right, the second one is slightly different. Your sine is squared, your ratio is squared. You never write your square on your angle. The squared is written on the ratio. Now what's my angle? 360 minus theta. Where is that? 360 minus is the fourth quadrant. How is sine in the fourth quadrant? Negative. But now because we have the squared, you're gonna negative sine theta and then everything squared. So negative times negative will be positive. So your final answer will be positive sine theta because of that squared. The square will affect the negative. You have to write the brackets to show that. Let's go to the next one. Right, on this one, I made a slight mistake. Negative times negative will be positive, but sine times sine will be sine squared. The sine will have the square. Let's look at the third one. The third one is tan 180 plus theta. Go to the quadrant. 180 plus is the third quadrant. How is tan in the third quadrant? Positive. So it's tan theta. Now this one, it's cos 90 plus theta. 90 is a core function. Core function meaning that it will change the cos to sine, and if it was sine, it will change it to cos. But before you do the change, find the quadrant first. 90 plus theta. 90 plus. 90 is here. Here's 90 degrees. 90 degrees is here. So plus will be in the second quadrant. Then you ask yourself, how is cos in the second quadrant? Cos is negative. Then you have negative. Now because of the 90, the cos is going to change to sine. Then you write your angle. Right, this one is sine 90 minus theta. 90 minus is the first quadrant. How is sine in the first quadrant? They are all positive. So it's positive, but the 90 changes the sign to cos theta. Okay, now let's look at the numerical ones. Now let's look at this example. When you have tan 115, you have a numerical value. So you need to put it in a bracket of 180 minus. Now which angles are you using? These special angles, the 360, the 90, the 180. These are the special angles that you'll be using. So you're going to ask yourself, 180 is closer to which special angle? It's closer to, with tan, you can't use 90 because you don't have a core-ratio for tan. It's only sine and cos. So when you have tan and you are in the second quadrant, you're always going to use 180. So you're going to say tan 180 minus. Now, you must find the number. When you say 180 minus, then you get the 115. So how do you do that? You get your calculator and say 180 minus 115. And get 65. Now test whatever number you have here, whatever sum you have here, whatever arithmetic you have here. When you punch it in your calculator, it must give you that angle. Then you know you're correct. When you say 180 minus 65, you must get 115. Then you are correct. Then you didn't change the maths. So now you go to which quadrant is 180 minus? It's in the second quadrant. How is tan in the second quadrant? Tan is negative. Then you write the ratio. Then you write the angle. So your angle is 65. Your acute angle is your 65. Now this, we have sine 295. So you're going to have your sine, and then the 295 is closer to 360. Then you go 360 minus 295. Then you get your, it means minus 65. Don't be happy with this. Take your calculator and check if you're going to get that angle. So you have your 360 minus 5. Then you have 2, then you have 5. Now you go to the quadrant. 360 minus 290 is in which quadrant? Is in the fourth quadrant. How is sine in the fourth quadrant? Negative. Then you write negative sine. Then you write your acute angle, 65 degrees. Right. This is how you choose. Please just practice. This section counts a lot of easy marks in your paper too. So just please practice. Thank you for watching.